how smart people manipulate without being seen. You don't notice it when it happens. No one raises their voice. No one forces you. No one tells you what to do. And yet, you change. Your opinions shift. Your behavior adjusts. Your decisions no longer feel entirely yours. And the strangest part? You think it was your idea. Most people imagine manipulation as something obvious. Aggression, pressure, control. But intelligent manipulators don't operate like that, because force creates resistance, and resistance creates awareness. So instead, they remove both. They don't push you, they guide you. They don't control you, they shape the environment where you choose what they want. And once you understand this, you start seeing it everywhere. 1, they never look like they're leading. Watch closely. In a group conversation, there is always someone speaking the most. But that's rarely the sane person in control. Because smart manipulators don't lead from the front. They position themselves slightly behind, observing, listening, letting others speak first. Then they introduce small inputs, a questioner, subtle agreementer, slight redirection, and suddenly the conversation shifts. Not abruptly, naturally, and nobody notices who did it. 2, they frame before you think. Most people believe they make decisions freely. But before a decision is made, a frame is set, a context, a perspective, a boundary of what feels reasonable. Smart manipulators don't argue against your decision. They shape the frame. So your decision changes on its own. For example, they don't say, "You're wrong." They say, "That's interesting." But most people in your position usually, and now your brain adjusts. Not because you were forced, but because the frame changed. They use questions as power, control. Statements create resistance. Questions bypass it. Because when you're asked a question, your brain automatically searches for an answer, and in that moment you're no longer defending. You're participating. So instead of saying, "You should reconsider," they ask, "Do you think that approach will still work in a year?" Now you're thinking, reevaluating, adjusting, and the idea feels like yours. 4, they control what you notice. Attention is everything. What you notice becomes what you believe matters, and what matter shapes your decisions. So smart manipulators don't flood you with information. They filter it, highlight certain things, ignore others, repeat specific details until your attention locks in. And once your attention is guided, your perception follows. 5, they create the illusion of choice. You feel free because no one is forcing you. But look closer. How many real options do you actually have? Smart manipulators don't remove your choices. They narrow them subtly, quietly, until only a few options feel logical. And among those options, the one they want feels like the best. Decision. 6, they move slower than you expect. Fast manipulation is easy to detect. Slow manipulation is not, because there's no moment to react, no clear turning point, just gradual change, day by day, conversation by conversation. And because nothing feels extreme, you don't resist until the change is complete. 7, they stay calm when you react. Emotion is power, but only if it's controlled. When you react emotionally, you reveal what matters to you, what triggers you, where you're vulnerable. Smart manipulators stay calm, not because they don't feel, but because they're observing. And while you react, they learn. They let you talk more than they do. The more you speak, the more you reveal your patterns, your logic, your insecurities. And once those are visible, you become predictable. So they don't dominate the 10. Conversation. They create space, silence, encouragement, and you fill it. 9. They reward you strategically. They don't validate you constantly. That would reduce value. Instead, they give validation at the right moments. When you doubt yourself, you feel uncertain, you seek approval, and that timing creates impact, because now you associate them with clarity, confidence, relief. And that connection creates influence. The most dangerous manipulation is the one you agree with, the one that feels natural, the one that feels like your own decision. Because once you believe it came from you, you stop questioning it. So now, the goal is not to fear manipulation. The goal is to see it, to notice who controls the frame, who guides attention, who asks the right questions, who stays calm when others react. Because once you see it, it loses its invisibility. If you've ever changed your mind and later wondered why, comment. 1. In part 2, we go deeper into something even more dangerous. How smart people make you trust them before they influence you. Part 2. First, they make you trust them. Before control comes trust, always. Because no one lets a stranger influence them. But they will open up to someone who feels familiar, who feels safe, who feels like they understand you. And that's where it begins. You don't trust people randomly. Trust is built through patterns, familiarity, similarity, emotional connection. And smart manipulators understand those patterns better than you do. They don't earn trust honestly. They engineer it, not all at once, but step by step, until you stop questioning them. One, they mirror you perfectly. At the beginning, they feel like you. Same energy, same humor, same opinions. It feels rare, like you finally met someone who gets it. But that connection is not always organic, because they are not just relating to you. They are reflecting you, your tone, your pace, your values. And that reflection creates instant trust, because familiarity feels like safety. 2, they reveal just enough to open you up. Trust needs vulnerability, but they don't fully open. They share carefully selected pieces, stories that feel personal but are controlled, balanced, safe, just enough to trigger your frayed response. Oh, I can trust them. And once you feel that you open more, deeper, faster, without realizing, they still hold control. 3, they validate you strategically. They don't compliment you constantly. That would feel fake. Instead, they validate you at precise moments, when you doubt yourself, when you feel insecure, when you hesitate. And in those moments, their words feel powerful, because they don't just validate you, they stabilize you. And now, you associate them with relief. They position themselves as safe. They don't dominate conversations. They don't push opinions aggressively. They appear calm, understanding, non-judgmental, which makes you lower your guard because you feel there's no risk here. But that safety is part of the design, because once you feel safe, you stop filtering. They become consistent, then change. At first they are predictable, responsive, present, reliable. And that consistency builds trust. Then slowly, they introduce variation. A delayed response, a cooler tone, a slight distance. Nothing extreme, just enough to make you notice. And when you notice, you lean in, trying to restore what was there before. They create a private connection. They separate you from the group, not physically, emotionally. They create moments that feel exclusive. Inside jokes, deeper conversations, shared perspectives. Now it feels like this connection is different, stronger, more real. And because of that, you value it more, which makes you protect it. None, they never fully commit. They don't give you everything. Not completely. They stay slightly distant, slightly unpredictable. And that distance creates tension. Because your brain wants closure, resolution, certainty. And in trying to get that, you invest more. 8. They let you invest first. They don't chase you. They let you come to them. They let you text first, share first upon first. And each time you do, your investment increases. Because psychologically, we value what we invest in, not what we receive easily. They become your reference point. At some point, you notice something subtle. You start thinking, what would they think about this? You start adjusting your behavior, considering their opinion, seeking their reaction. And that's the shift. Because now, they are no longer just a person. They are a reference point. And once someone becomes your reference point, they influence your decisions without needing to say anything. At this stage, they don't need to manipulate you directly. They already have. Your trust, your patterns, your emotional triggers, and most importantly, your openness. So control doesn't feel like control. It feels like guidance, advice, connection. You didn't trust them because they forced you. You trusted them because it felt right. And that's why it works. Because the most effective manipulation doesn't feel like manipulation. If you've ever trusted someone quickly and later realized something felt off, comment 1. In part 3, we go deeper into the most dangerous layer. How smart people slowly change your behavior without you noticing it happening. Part 3. How they change you without you noticing. They don't tell you what to do. They don't give you orders. They don't force you to change. And yet, over time, you become someone slightly different. You speak differently, react differently, think differently. And the most dangerous part? You don't realize it's happening. Change doesn't happen in big moments. It happens in small adjustments, micro shifts, tiny decisions that feel harmless in the moment. But when those shifts repeat, they create a new version of you. And smart manipulators understand this. They don't aim for control. They aim for gradual change. 1. They change your baseline. At first, you are stable, confident, consistent, clear. Then they introduce variation. Inconsistency, subtle, tension, unpredictable behavior. And slowly, your baseline shifts. Now you're more alert, more reactive, more cautious. And that new state becomes normal. 2. They create emotional swings. Consistency feels safe. Inconsistency creates attachment. So they don't stay stable. They alternate. Warmth, distance, attention, silence, validation, neutrality. And that emotional swing creates intensity because your brain starts chasing the good moments. 3. They reward the behavior they want. This is subtle. They don't tell you what to change. They reinforce it. When you agree more is often, Your stance adapts to them. They respond positively. More warmth, more attention, more connection. And without realizing, you start repeating that behavior. 4. They ignore the version of you they don't like. They don't confront you. They don't criticize you directly. They simply withdraw. No reaction, no engagement, no energy. And that absence is powerful because your brain interprets it as something is wrong, so you adjust, not because you were told to, but because you felt it. 5. They make you question your own perception. You feel something is off, but when you bring it up, they stay calm, neutral, rational. Now it feels like maybe I'm overthinking, maybe I'm too sensitive, and that doubt disconnects you from your own instincts. They normalize small changes. Nothing big happens. No major shift. Just small adjustments. You explain more. You react less. You hold back opinions. And because each change is small, you accept it. But small changes stack until your behavior is completely different. 7. They turn your attention inward. Instead of questioning them, you start questioning yourself. Did I say something wrong? Was that too much? Should I have acted differently? And now your focus is internal, which means you're no longer observing them. 8. They become your emotional reference. At some point, their reaction matters more than your own. You feel good when they respond positively. You feel off when they don't. And now your emotional state depends on them. 9. You start self-adjusting automatically. This is the final stage. You don't need their input anymore because you've learned the pattern. You anticipate what they like, what they don't, like how they respond, and you adjust before anything happens. Now control is complete because it's internal. You didn't lose control suddenly. You didn't make one bad decision. You changed slowly until one day you look back and realize you are not reacting like you used to, not thinking like you used to, not being who you used to be. Here's the truth. You were not weak. You were adaptive. And that adaptability was used against you. But once you see the pattern, you can stop it because awareness interrupts the process. If you've ever felt like you changed around someone but couldn't explain why, comment 1. In the final part, we break the cycle. How to protect yourself without becoming cold, distant, or fake. Part 4. How to stay unaffected without becoming cold. Now you see it. The patterns, the timing, the invisible control. And maybe you're thinking, do I have to become like them to stop being manipulated? No. Because power is not about controlling others. It's about not being controlled. Most people respond to awareness the wrong way. They become defensive, distance, suspicious of everyone. But that doesn't create strength. It creates isolation. Real control comes from stability, from knowing when to engage and when to step back, without overreacting, without losing yourself. 1. Slow down your responses. Manipulation feeds on speed, quick reactions, emotional replies, instant adjustments. So the first shift is simple. Pause, not dramatically, just enough to observe, process, decide. Because when you slow down, you stop being predictable. 2. Stop over-explaining. You don't need to justify everything. Not every silence needs filling. Not every misunderstanding needs correction. Ask yourself, Am I explaining to clarify or to be accepted? Because that difference changes your position. 3. Trust discomfort earlier. Before manipulation becomes clear, it feels like discomfort. Subtle, hard to explain, easy to ignore. But that feeling is information. So instead of dismissing it, pause on it, observe it. Because your instinct often sees what your logic hasn't processed yet. 4. Match energy, don't chase it. Watch the dynamic. Are you giving more attention? Responding faster? Investing more effort? If yes, you're losing balance. So instead of chasing match, not as a game, but as a boundary. 5. Get comfortable with silence. Silence used to feel like pressure. Now it becomes power. When someone pauses, you don't rush. When someone withdraws, you don't chase. When something feels off, you observe. Because silence exposes patterns. 6. Separate feeling from fact. Just because something feels real doesn't mean it is. Manipulation often creates emotional intensity, psychological pressure, internal doubt. But your feelings are not always accurate reflections of reality. So ask, what actually happened? Not, how do I feel about it? 7. Don't let anyone become your reference point. This is critical. Once someone becomes your emotional reference, your decision filter, your validation source, they gain influence. So instead, bring it back to yourself, your judgment, your values, your clarity. 8. Notice patterns. Not moments. Anyone can act well in a moment. But patterns reveal truth. So instead of reacting to single interactions, track behavior over time. Consistent timing shifts. Because manipulation lives in patterns. 9. Stay calm when others shift. When someone changes tone, don't mirror it. When someone creates tension, don't absorb it. Stay stable. Because the one who remains stable controls their own position. Real power is not dominance. It's not control. It's not manipulation. It's this. You don't overreact. You don't over-explain. You don't over-invest. You stay centered. And that alone removes most manipulation. So now you move differently. You trust slower. You observe more. You react less. Not because you're afraid, but because you're aware. And awareness is what makes you hard to influence. If this changed how you see people, comment 1. And this week, watch carefully, not what people say, but how they move. Because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it.